Okay, welcome to another episode of Takoyaki Party. I'm Osaga Joe. I'm joined by the guys from Basugasubakuhatsu.
Hey!
Hello!
What's up, man?
Hi.
These guys are my my buddies down in SoCal. We're gonna have some fun. Why don't you tell us about yourselves? I don't even know your names.
Oh, I'm Boy. What's up? I'm one half of Basugasubakuhatsu. I do everything graphics related.
Everything.
Well,
I do everything.
What is Basugasubakuhatsu?
Basugasubakuhatsu is a TV show, I guess.
We call it the TV, but it's not really.
We watch idle things,
And talk about idle stuff, and we're generally funny guys.
including NMB. So it's just general Japanese pop idols.
Is there like an idol group that you favor over?
We tend to focus mostly on AKB48 and its sister groups.
My favorite idol group now is Noise Idol 46, to be honest.
What about were you guys big Hello Project fans?
That's how we got started, yeah.
Okay.
We were back in the day
Morning Musume fans back
until
in
like
the day.
2007.
He quit Morning Musume and Hello Project long before I did. I was able to stick with it up
Right.
until like Kame Eri left. And I was kind of like, I don't really care anymore.
They're kind of in the upswing, so.
Yeah, they're coming back. It's good to see them resurge.
So you guys got some history.
Yeah.
You guys got experience here. You're my
Yeah.
idol senpai,
Sure.
but not like I don't idolize you. As
We
my
notice
senpai.
you, don't worry.
Okay. Thank you, sir. What's your name?
I am Tenkei. I am the other half of Basugasubakuhatsu.
Alright. So these are my buddies.
What else do you want me to say?
This is-
I don't do anything else, basically. I just show up and do the show, and then I leave, and I let him do everything.
Are we still talking about podcasting?
Yes. It's pretty much how we do things.
Alright,
But I also do a secondary podcast where it's just music called Ongakumei. So there's that too.
yeah. Well, we'll come up.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll remind everybody at the end of the show. Again, this is Takoyaki Party. We're an NMB podcast. We focus on news about NMB, jokes and stuff, so you guys can keep up. Man, we're what's the word? I'm so tired right now. We're trying to inform international fans of like all this stupid inside jokes and whatnot, and following news that like isn't really news or stuff because it's kind of hard to get information. So that's us. I mean, this is episode 4 or special episode 1. I don't know, whatever we're gonna call it.
3.5.
XP, ME, not ME, dude. ME keeps crashing. So that's who we are. DJ Soy Milk still in Japan.
So jelly.
Eating that melon pond.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting AKB members, but for some reason she only got 2 open tickets. She has
Why?
She has 2 open tickets. She doesn't get any NMB specific tickets, so I don't know why she's still on this podcast. I'm just kidding, dude. She carries the
Got
show.
cut from the show right there.
She carries the show though, 'cause she's so bubbly.
Yeah.
I'm like super sarcastic and firm.
Firm. He is firm tofu. She is
Oh shit.
silicon tofu.
That's a good contrast.
Wait, what did we drop?
Oh,
Not the mic. We're still
No, the
live.
mouse fell.
Nah.
Sorry.
No pipe bombs here.
I'll set it
I'm
aside.
not thinking pipe bombs. I think it's Duke Nukem 3D. Anyway, so let's begin the show. This is a kind of a special episode. We're not going to do the normal format of news, jokes. Even though I just said we're going to do news and jokes.
Right. He's basically just said everything you just said is just false now.
Yeah.
So first correction. The show is completely different.
The first correction is that what I said 2 minutes ago is wrong.
It's okay. The special episode 1.
I told you guys they're my idol senpai, or they're people who know more about idols, so I just want to pick their brain a little bit about NMB, see how it affects like the more general fans, as opposed to like the hardcore fans that we are, I think. By we, I mean me and the audience that may or may not exist.
We're filthy casuals.
Yes.
So, corrections. The last podcast, he said Ota Yuri was 15 years old. She's actually 14. She turns 15 in December. That is not something you want to hear from a police officer.
Right?
And that's actually all the corrections we have from the last podcast. We were pretty accurate. So,
Better than us.
Yeah.
well, I just like correcting things because people take things, like when I translate stuff, like,
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, for example, I'll translate a blog entry that is pretty powerful, and they'll be like, "Oh man, she said such nice words, or she's so fierce, she's so strong," and I'm just thinking like, I don't know how much of that she said, and I don't know how much of that I said.
Yeah.
So
how much of you you're putting into the translation?
Yeah. So that's why I take my corrections seriously, because crazy Indonesian fans, like, yeah, they do. They do all sorts of things with my translations. I don't even know, because, like, I'll just, link, or I'll check the link. It's like, oh, this guy posted, or this link was posted here, and I'll check it out, and it's all in Indonesian. I have no idea what it is, and it's really scary.
Just has your name.
Yeah.
Bunch of text.
It's like, Joe! And then, like,
blown up in Bahasa.
Super scary.
Damn.
So I'm very, very, strict on my corrections. I gotta be right.
Alright.
Or at least, if I'm not right, then at least I'm not right. Then you can make up your own stuff. Alright, since this is a special episode, we'll move on to discussion on oshimen. We got a letter. We got an email from our friend Giraffe. He wrote a letter to us after the first podcast. I think he said what his favorite performance was. It was Zetsumetsu Kurakami Shoujo. It's Saitama Super Arena.
That's intense. Like, be able to like pinpoint your favorite performance.
I
There's
don't-
like so many.
I don't even know if I've seen that.
Right?
I probably have.
No, I had to go find it.
But
is it a good
I
performance?
know
It's-
Zetsumetsu Kurakami Shoujo is really good.
It's pretty cool. Like, what they did is they had 3 different stages.
Yeah.
And so they had 3 different groups. And they were, like, all in, like, a triangle. Delta formation.
Were they all doing the same
It's
song?
the strongest.
Yeah, they're all doing the
strongest
same
one.
song. They're, like, facing each other, kind of.
Oh.
And
That's kind of interesting.
It's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Because it was actually part of, like, a medley. So, like, they had the first group pop up for the first song. They had the second group pop up for the second song. The third group was like, oh, damn, they're all there.
I see.
Oh shit!
So hype. Anyway, so
Can I swear on your show? I'm not.
Yeah, sure.
You
Whatever.
did already.
Oh, I just
Just say, like, Nande and then, that's so funny. Osaka man. Oh, Kansai Ben people, so silly.
But it's intense to be able to like pinpoint your favorite. I guess that one because it stands out. But like, I don't know.
Well, that was the theme. I said, email me, like, this specific theme. So,
okay.
you probably considered it.
Went back
Yeah.
and like looked through things.
Yeah, gave it a little
Anything
thought.
that stands out in my mind.
Yeah.
Like I can think of like favorite performances of like certain songs. Like, oh, for this song, like I really like this performance that I saw of it. But like, if that's like your favorite performance, like overall, it's pretty intense. Oh, just.
Well, I was thinking,
appreciate the dedication.
like, well, we were watching, like, what that SK, you guys were watching. I wasn't watching SK. You said, oh, like, the Escape performance is really good.
Yeah.
See, so something like that, I don't have to, it doesn't have to be your, like, favorite one, like, ever, and, like, if you're wrong, we're gonna go after you and repossess your car or something. But that was the email he wrote to us.
Okay.
He emailed us again.
Right on.
This time he has a question about oshimen. So, I'm gonna read the letter,
Okay.
word for word. I don't know how many people enjoy this word for word narration.
Is he like a new fan trying to figure out?
His way in life.
I don't know, because he makes a really old reference. But
Okay, well, let's get to the letter.
I'll read the letter. He says, however, in my opinion, there are 2 girls that stand above all. Maybe you guys can help me choose my NMB Oshi. Remember when Kyari Pami visited the set of Docking 48? I don't.
I do not. I'm sorry, Giraffe.
I don't watch that shit.
I didn't even know she was on, but
Right, what the?
I would
Okay.
think that's a big deal. But
Yeah,
she said,
okay.
continuing the email, there was one member that was a huge fan of hers and was on the verge of crying because of the chance to meet her idol. To combat the tears, Kobayashi Kendo, one of the show's MCs, asked her to do an anteater and a llama impersonation. That is when Shiroma Miru became a blip on my Oshimen radar. Since then, I've paid more attention to her, and now that blip has turned into a shining beacon. I almost said bacon.
Shiny bacon.
Also good.
Delicious shiny bacon.
Her llama impersonation stole my heart. I was really glad when she finally made rank in this year's Sosenkyo. There's only one thing that can compete with that, and that is the shine of Kadawaki Kanako's smile. While watching Naniwa Nadeshiko, I could not seem to pull my eyes off her. During the episode when the members received a foot massage as punishment if they spoke in Kansai Ben. Ha! Kansai Ben is so funny! Yo, dude, I made that reference so much earlier. There was a part when Kadawaki was talking to her mother on the phone. I could not stop laughing. Even though you could see the effort she was using to avoid Kansai Ben, she still let some slip through. Not only was she entertaining, she was very adorable back during the recording of Naniwa Nadeshiko, which was 3 or so years ago. And now she has grown even more attractive. I said earlier that I'm not into Watanabe's fishing. Well, that was earlier in the email. I didn't read that part.
Oh.
But on the other hand, Kadawaki's I'm okay with. Ha! Because she really fishes.
Yeah.
We got puns for days.
Damn.
She looks cool wearing aviator glasses behind the wheel of a boat. T-Pain.
Like explosions in the background.
I guess
The
I can
speedboat.
imagine that.
So which of them should be my NMB Oshi? Between Shiroma and Katawaki, who do you prefer?
I don't really know Karawaki.
Yeah, I don't know Katawaki at all, but she
So-
sounds badass.
Yeah. I only know Shiroma Miru. So.
Yeah, I really only know Shiroma Miru because Enoch. Like
Yeah.
Shiroma Miru.
My friend Enoch liked Shiroma Miru. Now he doesn't, right?
He doesn't anymore?
I heard he Oshi-en because he
Oh,
went to the HKT
yeah.
event.
Ah,
Just like-
Enoch.
I don't know. I hardly ever see that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get to the topic. He wants to
Okay.
choose his Oshimen.
Well, since I only know Shiroma Miru,
Yeah. I also
pick her. Plus she,
only
like-
know Shiroma Miru.
draws those funny caricatures of other NMB members.
Oh, yeah, that's
great.
Those are pretty great, yeah.
She's actually
Yeah.
on Downtown DX lately. I think
Oh.
yesterday.
Yeah. I saw that little snippet of it.
She was trending because of her. She said Urashiroma or something.
Urashiroma. Yeah. She made like a little pun over an
Yeah.
Very very Italian sound.
Right.
She bungee jumped backwards.
Yeah.
There
That's
you
why
go.
I liked her, because she was just like, what? Because I like to think that's what I would do if we ever go bungee jumping. Everyone's going to be all afraid, and I'm just be like,
I don't
jump
know.
off backwards.
I feel like if you're afraid, you're just gonna be afraid forever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you gotta man up. Anyway, let's get to the more deeper philosophical
Oh, let's do
discussion.
this.
Yeah,
Let's dive.
like why do we gotta choose your Oshi? I don't know.
Why do we have to choose his Oshimen? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I mean, it's like a rhetorical question.
Yeah,
Like,
or do you mean
you
like
know,
the royal
like-
we? Why do we as people have to choose an Oshimen?
why does King Henry have to do that? Guy's a royal we. Well, it's we, so it's French. Okay,
Yeah.
but I think about like what does it mean to have an Oshiman? So what does it mean? Like I don't know because I don't really.
To me, it's only like she's my favorite. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
she's your favorite.
because there's so many members in the group.
Yeah.
And you meet other fans, and they're like,
787 girls in the group now.
700?
No, fucking no.
they're
It's my
around 300 or
exaggeration.
something.
There's 300 something girls
Seems
in
like that's still
AKS
pretty,
now.
Yeah.
So
But
it's
like you meet another fan, they're like, oh, who do you like?
yeah, who do you like? Man? Well, I like, and if you want to sit there and be like, well, I like this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, da 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 da. Nah, who's your favorite one? My favorite is Maeda Ami.
It's kind of easier to.
Yeah.
connect
That, and
with
I mean,
somebody
like,
else's.
if you have that special connection, like, there's some people that have, like, the special connection with their Oshi, right? Like, they feel their pain and whatnot. Those people are a little crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
But,
she's crying, that means I have to cry
Yeah.
double the amount
Like,
to feel
oh, this didn't happen to my Oshi. The world is a cruel place. Like, you should get over it, bro. Like, but,
It's like, yo, dude, she's like across another
she
ocean.
doesn't even care that much. Why do you, like... She's still eating her ramen one noodle at a time, man. Let her... But, I don't know, it's just to have your Oshi. It's just, someone to follow, someone that you like a lot, whether it be for looks, or because they're funny, or because they like ears, and baseball, or what have you. You know.
Baseball.
That was a reference to Mochi.
Oh, okay.
Boy,
Oh, I
Kun
thought that
Mochi.
was, okay, I keep thinking about Chihi, but
So, it's just like, whatever. Maybe you like the way they dance a lot. Like, she's a really good dancer.
yeah.
Which usually helps with me. I like dancing, so it's like, Tanuyuka's a really good dancer.
You like dancing like yourself, or you like good dancers?
Both.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, and then, or it's like, maybe she's funny. That's why I like Takamina. I think Takamina's really funny.
And she has a shiny face.
And she's got a shiny face.
Like bacon.
It's like shiny bacon. She's like, she rubs bacon on her face every morning. Why do you think she has those
Was that like a
herpes next to
legit
her
joke?
mouth?
Did they say something about like her rubbing something on her face?
I don't
or
know.
her face?
Probably.
I only know about the shiny face thing.
Yeah.
I also think about Dr. Nick, like if you like rub like
Yeah,
your food on the window and you can see
you
through
can
it.
see through it. So it's good to go.
The Takamina test.
Yeah. Or like, I like Ume-chan because she's so derp, but she's so fine at the same time. It's that gap.
Yeah, that negative A huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly A-okay.
So good.
She's so real. So good.
But yeah, so we get back to this guy's email.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, just choose whatever you want. Like,
Yeah, they should.
you can even be a DD. Like, I don't care.
We don't.
Well,
condone
I know
that.
you guys don't. I always identify myself as a DD because one day I'll be like, hey, I really like good dancing, so I'll just watch all the good dancers dance.
Yeah.
And then one day I'll be like, dude, I want some like crazy, so I watch Just Blaze. I watch Konomi.
Just Blaze.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it has to be what speaks to you.
Yeah, we have Oshis, but it doesn't mean like everybody else is lower than her or whatever.
Yeah. Like that's my Maidami's my favorite girl in AKB.
It's more like Maidami's my favorite, and then number 2 is everybody else.
Well, that's straight up. That's straight up MD right there. Mina Daisuke right there. No, like for me, I'm pretty clear cut on my rankings anyway.
And some people just do things differently, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't collect photos,
Right.
so like
Well, see, that's another thing. Like, even though I have, like, say I have my top 10 or my
Yeah.
top whatever, like, I don't collect photos of all of them. Like, I
Yeah.
don't collect photos of Takamina. She's like my Neo-Shi. I don't collect photos of her. I don't collect photos of a lot of my girls in my top 10. I don't know why. It's just there's certain girls I like for their looks, so I collect photos of them.
oh yeah.
And certain girls I like because of their personality or a combination of things. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I collect photos of girls that, like, aren't anywhere near my top members, but I think they're, like, super pretty or something, or super cute, so I collect photos of them.
Yes, so there's that. There's also handshake events. Like,
Yeah, see,
let's
so I think a lot of, especially for domestic fans in Japan, like, that helps a lot with theirs, right? Because they get to go to theater shows,
Yeah,
they
that's
get
a
to go
big
to handshake
factor.
events.
Yeah,
they
they'll
get to
be-
see them in person and interact with them.
Yeah, they'll do the birthday committee thing.
Yeah, so
So-
that's a big factor for them, right?
International fans, you have to.
Yeah, well, for us we don't have that.
Everything's
Right, you
based
have,
on
you have
media.
to make the crusade and shit.
Yeah, everything's either that or it's based all on media. Like, oh, I like her G Plus posts, or I like videos that she puts up, or I like how she acts on Bingo. Or
So like
whatever.
for me personally, it's how I see them on TV shows.
Yeah.
Because I mostly watch TV shows. Like I don't do blogs or like,
Right.
I don't really watch stages and stuff like that. So anything on TV,
Yeah.
just like how he said he watched them on whatever
Docking
NMB show.
48.
Dude,
Something
Docking
else.
48. Docking 48 was a really good show.
Is that the one where they did the striptease?
Oh, that's the one where they had to learn.
They had to learn something, right, by the end of the show?
Well, they did the pole dancing. I don't
That's
know if
the
they did-
that's what I mean. They did pole
Yeah, that
dancing
was
one.
kinda-
I think that's the only episode of
yeah.
Docking I ever watched was the pole dancing.
Gion or what?
Yeah.
You want to see like Kinoshi the Haruno, 13 years old, pole dancing?
I don't remember who was on it. I just,
Oh, Milky was on it. That's why I
See?
watched it.
Yeah, see.
But then I also remember like the shows are like 45 minutes long, and then like usually the thing they learn, the thing they do is only like the last 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I think I just watched clips of the pole dancing.
Well, I mean, like if you compare it to what we have now, what's it called? Manabu-kun? Like, oh my god,
I heard Manabu-kun's like horrible. Like
it's all right now because like the comedians are a lot better and sometimes the lectures are good. But I mean, like if you compare them to like the Docking 48 crew, like Docking 48 crew was like so talented. I'm talking about like the
Comedians,
comedians.
right?
Yeah.
Kendo Kobayashi and
oh yeah, cool, man.
Jinai.
Jinnai, dude, that guy's one of my favorites. There, you can find his subtitled skits on YouTube. Great.
But yeah, anyway, so I think to choose your oshimen, you need to do that yourself. You shouldn't no one really should really be able to help you. It has to come from within.
and there's no like rules or anything.
Yeah,
like
just do it. That's how. If you pick her for whatever reason you want to pick her, if you love her llama impression so much, and that's what puts her at the top for you. Damn, this girl does a good llama.
Yeah. I mean, you can Oshihen if you want. Like, I don't. Well, you guys don't like the Oshihen.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, for us, like, once we pick,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, stay. What if we pick and, like, she's actually awful? And it's like,
That's why recently we started doing the first impression Oshi for like new idol groups. If we watch like a PV or something, who's your first impression Oshi? Which obviously is based completely on looks.
But that's normally how like,
yeah, I mean,
That's
that's
almost-
normally how
that's-
everyone
yeah.
approaches things.
or I'm especially for like international fans, right? They're not gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey, well, she has a really good personality. It's like you don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if you know Japanese, so it's like hard to form those opinions. So usually you just go down with like, oh, that girl has a pretty photo. I like that girl's cheeks. I like that girl's other cheeks.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Girl got asked for days. Who that is?
Which is incredible if it's Japanese.
Those Watanabes, bro. The Watanabes and the Mayus.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. Choose whoever you want.
Yeah. Let us know who you choose.
Oh, that's good. I was just gonna say you can choose whoever you want. I also wanted to say I was really disappointed because when you wrote in that email about the Zetsumetsu Kurokami Shoujo one, you were just like, you really liked it because they had Nagisa and Aika, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, like a 4th gen, like somebody Oshi like a 4th gen.
But now you just found out.
No,
that he has
it's like,
Oshi.
No, he wants.
Yeah, and they're like they're 1st gens too.
Ah.
Oh man.
Shibuya Nagisa?
Booyah.
Booyah.
I think she's getting a lot of traction lately.
She is.
She's gonna be super good.
She's like gorgeous. She's like extremely pretty.
I was talking about like the fact that she can sing live.
She can do
Mushi
I don't really
live.
know her voices.
Oh, okay.
Her voice that
Yeah,
well.
she did Mushi no Valor, right?
Yeah, it was really awful.
Oh, that's what I heard. Yeah, she did Mushino Ballad, which I'm automatically biased against anyone who sings Mushino Ballad.
Okay, so don't watch the first performances, but she got a lot better.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like super surprised because you don't see a lot of like ace candidates being able to sing Mushino Ballad.
True.
So, good job, Nagisa. We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Thumbs
that.
up.
Enjoy that edamame on your birthday. Okay.
Marco's waiting for you. I hope you got his package.
Which one? Oh.
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 Damn.
Zing.
Oh. But man,
Wait,
that,
he's a
guy's,
police officer. Stop.
that guy spent what, $66 for shipping?
I don't know how
It
much
was
he spent.
a
He spent a
lot.
lot.
for shipping.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Hopefully he got the insurance.
he's insured by survival.
Can't take that ride.
Damn, dude, bring back like California commercials
Oh
from the
man,
early 90s.
no one's gonna get these at all.
Yeah, it's okay. I made Dikembe Matama references. Not even DJ Soy Milk got that reference.
Oh man.
Oh, why would she? She's 20 years old, right?
Yeah, they had the commercial.
That's true, they do. That is the commercial, like
Yeah.
a recent commercial. But if she didn't
Oh,
even
no,
know who
no.
that is to begin with, right? Not in my house,
It's not even his house. It's a freaking supermarket.
right? Kembe, you don't live here. Yes, I do. I live in back.
Okay, so
Alright.
now we're gonna move on. Now we're gonna ask them like more general questions about NMB.
Hey.
So, for example,
Namba.
how do you know about NMB?
Oh, we follow AKB48.
Yeah, we follow AKB48, so I heard
So,
about
like,
it.
you know, I've known about NMB since they debuted because I was already following NMB by the time they started.
So, like Starhime? You
No,
watch
I
that?
didn't watch that, but
Okay.
their first performance when they did the Akimatsuri, they announced a new group coming, and then like all the first generation NMB girls came out, leopard print logo shirts and all that crap.
That crap.
Yeah.
So, what kind of impression did they leave on you? Were you just like,
I was just like, this is just another game. Because back then I was still getting into AKB. I didn't know the rest of AKB. I only knew Senbats, Mayatsuka, and stuff like that. So,
SK? Like how? Like SK was around for a while. back
SK
then,
was
right?
around too, but
So by the time they added NMB, you were just like, God damn,
I,
so many
I didn't
groups,
really
right?
pay attention to the sister groups until quite a while later, when I already knew
When you had a
everything.
firm grasp on AKB,
Yeah, I had
and you were be able to move on.
Yeah, I had a firm grasp,
Feel like I have
and then I went to
reached
HKT.
proficiency in AKB.
No, which is
Then
bad
you
'cause
skipped two.
I went to
groups.
HKT.
I went
'cause
to HKT.
by the time I had the firm grasp, that's when HKT
Oh.
debuted. But you know, came back. I'm still learning. But
Well, I hope you are.
that's why you're here, right?
You got those throat infections.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't even know like where it was that I became aware of NMB. It's just one of those things that's like
It wasn't their
'Cause they're
debut
there.
single.
probably it probably was, but I mean like because you remember watching Akimatsu and stuff like I don't remember that. Like I don't remember where I was like all of a sudden like oh NMB's here. I think it was just one of those things that like it happens and I happen to be in the fandom so I start to hear about it and it just
Okay.
kind of comes about.
Was it because like Saika and Miruki were in Senbatsu for like?
Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't even. They weren't even in. It's before they started doing shit like that.
Okay.
So like, yeah, it probably was just Setsumetsu. Like when Setsumetsu came out, it's like, oh, I guess I'll listen to NMB because they're
That's like,
affiliated.
So it was a really strong debut.
And it's my favorite. Well, it's not my favorite anymore. It used to be my favorite.
Okay. So what is your favorite?
Kamone Geeks.
Oh, okay. Dude, those performances are sick.
Right?
I have the Blu-ray of the SSA performance or the Harukan performance.
The
At my
Geeks
house.
performance are so good.
I'm really sad.
Dancing
'cause-
inside the Death Star and shit.
I'm really sad because if we had it if we got it yesterday, then we could have watched it.
Oh,
I'd be like,
yeah.
oh, dude, this
is that the one
performance
that
is so
you're
sick.
gonna give me the HKT?
Yeah.
Disc? Oh, cool.
You're just gonna give it to him?
Dude, well, I went over this in the last show, but like, if you had to order the entire box set to get on Blu-ray. If you wanted an individual concert, you had to get on DVD.
That's
So some more of that shady stuff. Well, I mean, it's better than last year's when for the SSA concert, you needed to order say you wanted the SKE and the NMB, you had to order the two of them because both of them would come with the AKB concert, and there'd be a bonus disc with SKE or NMB or HKT.
I see.
Sister groups getting shafted again.
Of course.
This year they put all the sister groups on one box. I don't know what that means.
But
Or
you can't order it individually.
No,
you can if it's DVD.
Right, but I
If
mean,
you
you
want
can't
Blu-ray.
give, if you want Blu-ray, you have to order it. That sucks.
So you get a free HKT concert that also has a lot of NMB songs in their medley.
That's
by the
fine.
way. Okay, so what do you like about NMB? Like, is there anything that like stands out, especially compared to like AKB, SKE, or any of the other groups you guys follow?
Oh, for the longest time, I thought their music was the best out of all the sister groups. But I like the singles that are in odd numbers.
Yeah.
So their first single,
like Zetsumetsu,
their third single, their fifth
Junjo,
single,
Virginity.
Virginity.
You didn't like Nagiichi?
It's not bad. It's just
I felt Nagiichi was
it's
ponytail
everyday
to
shushu. It's everyday shushu.
Everyday shushu put together. But it doesn't mean
Ponytail
it's bad.
to
It's just,
Katusha. It's just there.
Oh,
It
they
sounds
they
very.
carried each other though. Like
yeah,
surfboards.
and,
Yeah, one of the things I
titties
always
popping
notice
out.
about NMB is they usually have really like grand like stage performances, right? Like they build the pyramid or they carry each other or shit like that. That's one thing I noticed. Like I always have all these images of the groups. Like each group has like a certain kind of image that they portray. Like SKE to me is like really like loud and energetic, and they're like fun. Like if you look at like their singles, like 1, 2, 3, and like Banzai Venus and shit like that, they always have these really big crowd performances and like huge over the top things. And I always felt like HKT is like all youthful and cute, right? They're the lolly group.
Yeah.
Can't get around it. They're the lolly group. They're just young and cute and stuff like that. And then NMB to me was always like this really cool, like it's the cool group. Like it's the cool group. They're funny. They're cool, mature, kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
And then like I always felt like their music was more that way too, like Zetsumetsu and like Kamonegi. Like you don't hear that stuff really out of the other groups as singles. You might hear them as like B-sides or something, but not to release as a single. That and they have large breasts, most of them.
Okay.
Oh,
Put that in there.
I was
Put
not
that at the end.
that in
No.
there.
I was not prepared for that answer.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So I always had that kind of image of all the groups, and then to me, just gloss over it.
Okay.
And then AKB is just supposed to be like the main group. It kind of takes all of the elements, takes all the best elements from all the other groups, and kind of puts it together. Which is, of course, what we're seeing even more so now with the Canyon and all that stuff, which I guess we'll get into later.
Okay.
They're funny.
Yeah, they are funny. Osaka,
Osaka,
man, those
yeah.
Osaka girls.
Yeah, are they all signed with Yoshimoto?
Yeah.
All the members.
Well, I mean, if you don't include the Kenyan and the
The transfers.
yeah.
Yeah, so like
So like not including Ume-chan and Kashiwara.
Right.
they get to learn comedy.
Or
Right.
even Lemon, for example, is not Yoshimoto.
Oh yeah, because she just transferred.
Lemon.
Do you know if they're like working to get them into Yoshimoto? Like,
I have no idea. That would be a big coup. Is that the word?
maybe.
Perhaps.
French word. Damn French people.
Coop.
Getting Emichi to visit there. Okay, anyway. But, like, if they got... I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, signing somebody from another agency is one of those taboo things.
Well, maybe not so much like. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, it says if it was somebody, I don't want to insult anybody, but like if it was someone small time like Lemon, it might not be as obviously they're not going to get Kashiwagi to fucking jump over to Yoshimoto.
Oh,
Like Ume-chan is even kind of.
Ume-chan's agency sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, man, they got a new Diva single.
And then they're gonna disband. What the hell is that?
Well, at least they give you a goodbye. Like,
Yeah.
before, we're just like, are they coming back? I don't know.
Right. I was just wondering if like
I don't know.
Because girls will sign with different agencies all the time, you know. Like they even announce like, oh yeah, these girls are switching agencies. They'll announce at concerts and stuff. But yeah, so I was just wondering because I know that's one of the NMB's things is that they're all signed to Yoshimoto.
I really have no idea how agencies work. Like,
it's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
but we don't really know anything.
I like making stuff up about it, like, oh, because they're all with Yoshimoto, like, that means they get Yoshimoto training. Like, I don't know. That sounds kind of wacky. But I mean, like, they do work a lot with Yoshimoto comedians.
Yeah, so like in turn, they get to learn a lot of comedy stuff, I guess. Just from being around the comedians.
There's also a directive by management, I think, to make them more funny, like the funnier girls.
Like that's one of their things, right? Is that they want them to be funny.
Yeah, see, that's good. I mean, that's one of the things I look for when I pick favorite members.
Yeah, because you watch a lot of TV, right?
Yeah, so like, whoever's funny, I'll like.
Yeah, funny girls will always stand out more.
Yeah.
Okay. What don't you like about NMB?
The TV shows suck right now.
Yeah,
I mean, Gainen's good, but Gainen's gonna end.
Yeah, like I've never watched NMB shows because like I've never felt.
Like I only really watch Gainen.
Yeah.
Have you been following the YNN releases?
No. Like I watched the first season of Gainen. I watched like half of the first season of Gainen, because it was being subbed, and then like either the subs like slowed down or stopped or something.
Yeah.
So
I remember watching like maybe.
But like I didn't watch Docking. I don't watch Manado-kun because I heard it sucks. I don't even know what other NMB shows there are.
It's mostly all the stuff on YNN.
Oh, okay.
It's actually really cool, I think. They have their own TV station, I guess. It's like a pay-per-view station.
Oh, okay.
But, you get to see all the girls now doing, like, whatever they wanted to do. So, it's one of the things that I think other groups, fans are jealous of, at least in Japan. They always talk about, all you need to be a fan of NMB is DMM and YNN. Because you get TV, you get stage performances. Right. And you're good to know, like, every single girl.
That's a good deal.
Oh, that is pretty awesome.
I'd like to see a regular variety show style. Like AK Bingo.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like we all kind of want like a regular variety show. Because HKT has Odekake, which I mean it's a different kind, but it's still it's a good show and it's regular. And like SKE hasn't had a good regular show for a long time.
That's the problem with SKE too.
Yeah.
For me at least, because that's my main thing.
Because I want to know more about the sister groups just so I am more informed and can know these girls more. So I mean, like Boy was saying earlier, we got into HKT and like we got in when like on the ground floor. Like we watched HKT since the beginning.
Oh.
And so like to try to go back now and try to like learn about SKE and learn about NMB, it's harder.
Right.
And especially right now because both groups don't really have regular shows. So I mean SKE has Eddie's show right now, but that's gonna end. Right. Just like they had Eddie Friday before that ended.
Just like Game.
In-game is gonna end. So it's one of those things where it's like if they had a regular show, like all of the AKB regular shows, and I mean HKT has 4 regular shows too. It's just like it seems like these two groups. But you're saying like if you have YNN, you get a lot more NMB TV, which I guess.
Well, it's not a regular variety show, right?
Right.
But it'll actually have them doing stuff and hosting. So
yeah, so I mean, that's cool at least.
Yeah, I guess there's trade-offs to everything. I mean, yeah, I think it'd be cool to have like a bingo, an AKB48 show or something like that.
Yeah.
But oh well. I think another weakness, of course, is that NMB doesn't really appear on those shows or the other groups. I think that's a management issue. I don't know. Again, we don't know that much about management. I just like making this stuff up.
Because really the only people you'll see on to guest on bingo and stuff like that is your Sandbox members or your Candy members. So you'll see, you'll get Milky, you'll get Sayane, maybe you'll get Yamada Nana on there once in a while.
But usually, like they're also linked with SK and HKT, right? Like, you see them appear more than NMB, and I think that's because of management.
It could,
I'm not entirely sure.
That makes sense.
Rumors flying, whatever. And since we're international, it doesn't really affect us. But like most of the NMB shows that are on, discounting YNN, they're actually local shows. So they're only
Osaka shows, right?
Yeah. Whereas a lot of the HKT shows, the AKB shows.
Well, actually, HKT shows, I know. I think a couple of them are only Fukuoka too. But I guess I don't know if it's just the HKT fans are more willing to share them more. I don't know, maybe.
Well, a lot of them are actually national. I think Dekake.
Dekake is. But I think like Variety might be Fukuoka only.
Yeah, Variety HKT Variety 48 is pretty sure it's local.
Yeah, it's a local.
It doesn't really touch on anything outside.
Yeah.
I think the funny thing is that if you talk to Japanese fans, like because they rely so much on TV, we just download everything.
Yeah.
A lot of us actually know more than them.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But they can see them.
Yeah, they can go in person.
That's the trade-off. We get TV shows. They get the actual.
You get live shows. Okay. What is your opinion on Kenyan and transfers as far as NMB goes? Like, do you think, Yuki incoming was a big deal? Do you think those fans, do you think AKB fans will see Yuki to NMB and think.
I actually
you
see
know.
no point in Yuki going to NMB.
Yeah, me neither.
I just use her as an example. We can talk about
I
other
mean,
girls.
she's the biggest.
She's the
Canadian
biggest.
for NMB right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, she only has 2 theater performances and a single. Or the
Yeah,
album
it's like
was-
why? I don't
Well, yeah, it
understand.
just seems like like some of them.
like out of all the main AKB
out of all
girls
the
to
movement,
pick,
yeah.
why Kashiwagi Yuki?
No, I can see it working, but they're not using it. So
Well, the thing is, like, she already does solo stuff, so I don't think she has the need to
Right.
be in NMB, unless it's to,
well, I mean, like I feel.
And if is it just to boost NMB? Is it just to be like, oh look, now Kashiwagi Yuki's in NMB, so people who like Yuki Rin are gonna go to NMB to watch NMB
that was
stuff?
that was the theory. I don't think
Right.
it's panning out.
I don't think it's panning out much
'Cause she's
either
never
because she's
there.
not doing stuff with NMB really, right?
Yeah, but let's talk, if we talk about other Kenin, Shige. Who else is there? Chudi, I think, are the 2 big ones.
I've
far as
seen
Kenny.
Chudi do more stuff than Morishige. She was on Gainen.
Oh, that's true.
Morishige hasn't been on Gainen.
Murashige at one point had more NMB theater performances than HKT theater performances.
See, at least Morishige does stages and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, see, so like, you know, if you pull Murashige in because you're gonna use her for theater performances and like as backup for stuff, that's one thing. And if you use Trudy, I don't know why you use Trudy. It just doesn't.
She's good
Yeah.
at B2.
Well, I think
And it's just-
Murashige's
it's-
concurrency is more to help her. Right?
Yeah, that too. So I mean, when you look at those concurrencies, you can see different points in why they would be there. So it's to help. It's to help Anya. It's to help maybe even help with the theater because you know you have more girls moving outwards now, so you don't have as many in the theater, etc. But like if you look at Yuki Rin, it's like what is it? What about this is helping? Who's helping who and what's helping? It's you know. So that's the only thing I can think of is that they're using her as being she's number 3 in Senbats in the Sosenkyo. So moving her to another group, is it to pull all these fans that voted for her to NMB and now NMB has more exposure?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Like, is it effective?
I don't see it being effective because like you're saying they're not using her.
Yeah,
It's not.
she's never there.
She's all doing her AKB stuff still. So
Never there, like a
What
strange
about-
father.
so if you really wanted it to do that, if they really wanted that result, they should have made her a full transfer, which would have made everybody go apeshit. I mean,
I would love that.
I would have loved it too for the chaos and the butthurt explosion, but
Come on.
there's no way they would have done that because it's Kashiwagi Yuki.
What else did I have to say?
Who else is concurrent?
Concurrent is just Shige, Kashiwagi Yuki, and Chudi.
And then
we had a lot of transfers.
and you have Nana and Milky are concurrent with SKE.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about like people coming to NMB.
Oh, okay.
I want to focus on NMB.
Right.
I mean, I don't like Sayaka and Tenkei, but that's a very long
Tenkei.
discussion.
That's another topic.
That's some patriotism coming out of me. What about the transfers like Reinian?
That was kind of
I
that was
mean, like
interesting.
our friend Henry is like, oh, now like Reinian's my like NMB Oshi, but I'm just like, yeah, but do you really follow NMB? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll
So
tell you,
does that-
I'll say Ume-chan's my NMB Yoshi.
Yeah.
That's the
but
same
it's
for me because I like Ume-chan more than anybody.
Yeah, I like Ume-chan more, unfortunately, than Joe was my NMB Yoshi. So I like her.
Me?
So it's like I like Ume-chan more than I like Joe. So she I like her and Kashiwagi more than I like Joe. So they become my Oshi, my Nioshi for NMB.
But did that help you
No.
know more about NMB, or is it just
Not
like,
at all,
oh,
because
they're
I
just
still
there
don't
now?
because I still don't watch any shows about
Yeah.
them or anything. So it's like, oh yeah, now I have like a really clear cut NMB Oshi is Ume-chan, but
Yeah,
it's like
or now it's not like, oh, Ume-chan's like my number one, now I gotta follow NMB. Like there's
exactly,
not that, right?
yeah, it's not like that.
Okay. I know there's a lot of concern about Reinian because like a lot of her fans didn't follow her to NMB.
Right.
They seem a lot more separate than, I guess the NMB fans.
Yeah, like if say there were to be if there was shows with Ume-chan on it and I like knew about them more regularly, I probably would watch them because I really do like Ume-chan. She was like when she was in AKB, she was like my number 5. So it's like I probably would have watched stuff with Ume-chan just to watch
She
it.
was on Gainin for like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Well, we might see her more because of the weird way that they air the episodes. So.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. I guess that covers Kanan and transfer. Now, as an international fan, are there any barriers to learning about NMB?
Well,
So
the biggest one
you
is
specifically, because like I don't want to say like, oh well, I don't read the blogs because like you guys don't read blogs, like no one cares.
well, like we've been saying, it's mostly I think TV shows because that's how I learn about my groups is mostly through TV shows. And I think a lot of international fans, that's what it is. Maybe to start off with, and then once you start getting into the group more, then you'll maybe start reading blogs or start watching Google Plus stuff. But yeah, since everything I've heard about their TV shows right now is just not good and stuff like that.
So even if we like subtitle the TV show, we'll just be like, oh, it's still boring.
Well, yeah, if it's a shitty show, even with subtitles. So now I understand why it's shitty. It's like, but I actually should start watching Gaiden. The only reason I stopped watching, because like I told you, I watched the first season because I had subs. I was watching it, and I think the sub stopped or something.
They slowed down because I think the guy that was working on it got busy. He started going to college.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And then it's finished though. If you want to watch
I'll
probably
1 and
go.
2, yeah, maybe I'll go back.
And I think we release Gaiden 3 episodes every Friday.
Okay.
The ones from last week.
Okay. So yeah, I could probably start watching it. The only reason I don't watch it now is just because like everyone keeps telling me like to get out of my head that it's like that, but I always thought it because at first when Gaiden started, it was kind of more of a show. Yeah. Like a little mini drama, and then they had kind of comedy stuff tied into it. And now it's like the reverse, right? It's more of a variety show with like a little...
It started like that with Gaiden 2.
Yeah. So, but I always thought it was like, oh, like I don't know the story. I don't want to jump in Gaiden 3. I don't fucking know the story, what's going on. And boys was like, it's not a story anymore, just watch it. It was the same way with like Magical Radio and stuff for SKE. Like, oh, I don't want to watch it because I didn't watch the first two. Like,
well, the story wasn't even important anyway.
Yeah, but it was still one of those things. Like,
yeah.
But I should go back and watch them just so I can remember.
Well, I mean, it's up to you. I'm not saying you should watch them.
So the only thing I'll watch now really that's NMB is I'll watch Mecha Baito if there's a girl I know / like on that episode.
The Mocha Punch, man.
Yeah, the Mocha Punch. Like I watched the one with.
I totally forgot they had that show.
Yeah, like I didn't watch this past weeks because there was nobody on it.
Who was on it? I forgot. Oh, they got caught in the rain too. I think Saipi was on it.
Yeah,
I forget the rest. So.
I think I've watched like 4 episodes. Like I watched the Repopo one.
I like the work that they give them. I haven't been watching the other ones, but I heard like AKB they just look for somebody to do work.
Yeah, so AKB's is like flipped because all the other ones they're doing jobs. This one they're out looking for somebody to work for AKB for a day, which I think is really cool. The SKE one I haven't watched at all.
SKE one's the same.
Is it? I haven't watched that one. HKT one, yeah, the girl just goes and works somewhere for a day. And
but NMB has more than one girl.
NMB, right? It's 3 girls, and they do like serious work, dude. Like the second episode though with Just Blaze, they were doing construction. I'm like, why would you let teenage girls do construction? Like they're pouring foundation and stuff. I'm like, this is horrible. Everyone's gonna die in this building.
Hey man, they laid a road in like the 5th episode.
Yeah, and I was like, what is going on here? It's so weird. They do like hardcore work. Okay, the one with Fu and Mocha Punch, they worked at a salon, so it wasn't that big a deal. But the guys were really serious. Like they were doing like. So they were in charge of
It's like, yo, dude, you didn't put your shampoo on.
Yeah, right? Like they were in charge of the shampoo and head massage and stuff. So they would be doing it, and the guy would come over and be like, "Get out!" And like he would take over, and like, they would walk over.
I thought it was all like hard labor.
And the guy would be like, "This is what you did wrong," and they're like super serious about how to massage the head and do the shampoo. And then like the girls would go in the back and start crying. I don't know how to apply shampoo. It's like, I'm sorry, Mocha. I'm so sorry.
I think you have weird jobs too. Like the first episode, like, hey, you go wipe old men's backs. And
I didn't watch that one, but that's what I heard about. Like, they were drying old men off or something. Like,
that's an actual job?
Is that a real job, or did you just get some idols to wipe down some old men right now? Because that was Yamada Nana and
Yui Pon and I forget the third person.
I think that's why I didn't watch it because I don't like Yamada Nana like at all. So
Greta Pion. I told you to get into. Oh well, if you don't like Nana, I don't know if you like Udon. She's nuts.
I really don't like Yamada Nana, so I don't. That's probably the only reason I didn't get it.
I remember my cousin said, if I had her voice, I'd kill myself. I'm like, damn, dude, you don't even know her.
Can't stand it.
It's an acquired
Yamada banana
taste. Okay. And lastly, like, do you want to know more? Like, is it...
I really do. Like, I always want to learn about the sister groups just so I know more. Like, I'm sure there's girls out there that in the groups that I would like, but I really only know the girls that I get to see. So I only know these mainstream girls like Jonishke and
I'm also thinking about in like the general context, right? Like, do you want to learn more about NMB or do you want to listen to more like other idol groups and stuff? stuff like that. Like, is it do you want to know more because like you just want to know? Yeah, or do you want to know? But like you're limited because of time, or because you want to do other things?
Both. It's kind of both. Like, I spend a lot of time already, like, trying to keep up with the idol stuff I do keep up with.
I mean, most of the time, trying to keep up is all the 48G stuff. So.
Yeah. It's like, I have probably, like, 12 hours backlog of idling stuff that I need to watch. I don't watch mobile close shows anymore because I don't have time.
Yeah.
It's just like...
I woke up the other day and I was just like, man, I know way too much about NMB. Like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah,
so, like, because it sucks up a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
You gotta watch. I watch a lot of stage shows because MCs are one of the best ways
to learn.
Yeah, because
stuff. Yeah.
Well, not Japanese, but like about the members.
Yeah.
Because as you said, the TV shows aren't that good, so that's why I watch the MCs. But then I was just like, man, like that takes up a lot of time. Like, oh, I could have done this and this. So it's like,
yeah, see, that's the other thing. It's like, oh man, like I really want to catch up on stuff, but I also want to like read a book, or I want to play some games, or I want to watch a movie. So it's like it's a trade-off.
Yeah, well, I mean, like in the context of this, is like, oh, do I want to know more about NMB because like I really like the group and there's some limitations, or is it just like, oh, there's no time, or I'd rather do all these other things? I mean, it's okay. Like, I'm not trying to convert. Like I said in the episode preview last time, I'm going to try to convert them. I'm not going to convert them. They can do whatever they want with their life.
No, I do really want to know more about them. So, like, if I had like a show to watch, like I said, if there was a show, I would add it to my rotation.
Yeah. Because right now they only have 3. Manabukun is.
Manabukun sucks.
Not that interesting. Well, it's educational, right?
Yeah, it's more of like a general show. Like, you don't watch it to know more about the girls. You watch it if you're
from the topic.
Yeah, and how the girls react to the topic.
See, I want to watch that. That sounds stupid.
And Gainin's like a seasonal thing, so it's gonna end.
Gainin's a movie return. Ratanzu.
We already know how it ends.
They need a regular variety.
I think they just need like one show that's constant, like AK Bingo or something.
Yeah.
Always on. And it'll have like 2,000 episodes.
Yeah, all groups need that. So, I mean, SKT has it, and
for us to follow.
HKT has it.
I keep bringing up YNN, but like I know it's not the same as having like a constant like, oh, what's on this week?
Well, so where do you watch the YNN stuff?
I just download it off of HO.
Oh, is it up on there?
Yeah. Well, they always. I don't know what their schedule is. I know this month's schedule they're uploading like a lot of stuff. Like they had a 5-hour special and a 9-hour special.
What the fuck? 9 hours.
Yeah, 9 hours of live TV. That's why I think that's one of the things that's impressive. That like fine, they don't have a regular variety show, but they have stuff like that. That's really cool. But those were broadcast live, and then this month they're just like uploading slowly into the archives and on TV. Like,
maybe I'll try to check some stuff out. I didn't know about that stuff. So.
I mean, like if you liked Mecha Baito, you might like this. I remember, for example, I think Fu-chan did one where like they went to like a farm and they made ice cream.
Okay.
So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not gonna force you guys.
One of the
Mecha
Baitos, they went to was it an ostrich farm? Oh, yeah. I was so afraid one was gonna die. I was like, one of these bitches is gonna get kicked by an ostrich and just die because they had to go in there and steal the egg from them. They had to go into like the ostrich paddock. And they're like, okay, we need eggs, and they're like, okay, so they go in there and the ostriches are all watching like, that bitch by my nest, like. That's my egg. What are you doing? And like they start creeping up. Like, oh Jesus, one of them's gonna die. I forgot who was on that episode. I think that was the Joni Shike episode.
Did they have Repopo on it? No.
Oh, maybe it was the Repopo episode.
I know Kinoshita Harano was on it.
Yeah, I don't remember who. There was one Senbots type girl on there. That's why I watched it. It was just like, oh, someone's gonna get kicked in the face by an ostrich. They wouldn't put that on TV, right? Like, maybe they would just because.
That was the excitement. The secret excitement.
It was the suspense. Who's gonna die?
Since we're at that level where you're naming like members you like, which members do you like?
Okay.
Is it all Senbatsu?
Pretty much. I have my top 5.
Yeah, okay, here, my favorite is Umeda Ayaka.
Yeah.
Since she transferred,
okay, let's take out the transfers.
Okay, let's check out
the transfers.
Before Ume-chan.
Because I want to ask you, like, because like we were talking about, like Ume-chan doesn't really help you get to know, or like you're not like, oh, I'm an Ume-chan fan, so I'm an NMB fan. Because you just like Ume-chan.
But before she came, my favorite was Yamotsu Hana.
Okay.
So, she's cute, man.
She can do everything, right?
Yeah, she can do everything. Versatile. Her hair is short.
She can do the worm.
And then I like Kinoshita Momoka because she's crazy.
She's crazy. Right?
She's crazy. Hair, all kinds of colors. She can't even go back to black anymore.
It's too wrecked. She gotta
She's
shave her
stuck-
head.
she's
Just let the
stuck
black grow
with,
out.
like-
She said she was gonna shave her.
She's gotta do
That's
slash
the-
and burn.
Is that the only way
She
to
didn't-
recover?
I don't
She
think
has
she
to
said-
slash and burn.
I'm not sure. Maybe like because they were talking about how Takamina dyed her hair like during one of the
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
she only
got
died
her-
like the
she
tips,
died like
right?
the under.
yeah, but during one of the MCs, I think it was during the Tokyo Dome.
Is that when they called her out?
Yeah, they call that Momoka.
Alright, well, because like, hair's gross or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
she was like,
I think
boy,
they
you can't say that to Takamina.
and I think they were making jokes about shaving their head because Michan was on there too.
Yeah.
Well, because Momoka had a 2-block
Yeah.
haircut where you shave the side but leave the top long. And they're like, oh, look at that! That looks like Michan's hair. Ooh. But yeah, I like Momoka. Ripopo, I like Ripopo.
She has the repo pose.
The Doya gal, swag face.
Repo pose.
Swag face. That's a good translation.
Yeah.
I thought of that.
Yeah.
I would say pride
Right.
face, but pride face sounds like
Nah, that sounds dumb.
that reminds me of MMA.
Yeah.
Swag face.
And of course, Just Blaze.
Just Blaze.
Because she's funny. You don't see her much.
She's legit good. Like if you
Yeah.
watch her dance,
Oh, yeah?
she's super good.
Yes, I don't watch any of their
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
theater
watch performances.
She's super good. That's what initially
You know what
drew me
stages? What stages they're performing at?
B2 is Saka Agari. So she does Enroll
Nice. And
with Ume-chan, your
Oh,
favorite.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And of course, you know, I like Kashiwagi.
What's N performing?
Huh?
What's N performing?
End roll, that.
N?
N?
N3, the original stage.
And what about M?
M is a reset.
Oh, I mean, I'll start watching M because Reset's my favorite stage.
But you know what sucks is that reset's also done by Team K at the same time. Like, why would you want to watch?
Oh yeah.
So who does Kiseki?
Yeah, who does Kiseki? Best stage song ever.
Center is Irie. And then
Yeah, she's like a dude, right?
She's a bro.
and
Yeah.
there's also Momoka and Anchi.
Nice.
I don't know. You don't know much about M, but there's this girl called her name's Aririn, and she basically did like every unit.
Dang.
What?
She's like
What is that?
She's a jack of all trades.
she's what is it called? She got promoted recently, and then they just do this to her, so she doesn't really have her own unit, which kind of sucks. But,
Oh, well, there you go. So yeah,
but she did Kiseki
Okay.
for the Shonichi
wow.
because Momoko wasn't there. Probably because she was filming for the HTA drama.
Also, Momoko's part of Kiseki.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think I like B2 the most. I'm looking at all the team, like all the girls in the team.
I want to say that like you should watch the stage show because then you get a better feeling of how the entire team works.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean,
It's 2.5 hours of my life.
well, I
Plus
just
there's three
skip
of them.
to the MCs.
Oh yeah. So plus there's 3 of them, so it's that's a whole day right there.
Just like from the list of members, I like B2.
Like I'll watch the musical performances at first, but then once I know them, then I'll be like, oh, if there's a special sub that I want to see, okay, fine, I'll watch that. But mostly, for me, it's just the MCs.
Like I want to watch since you say that M's doing Reset, like I want to watch it because it's my favorite stage. So it's like one of those things like I gotta see how bad they messed this up. Like
Yeah. I don't. Fu-chan gets a lot of criticism for her safe food resistance.
I was gonna ask who does it.
She's the same.
I don't know if you know what off one is. No, she dances really well. She does that song sometimes. It's really good.
Who does Gyakuten no Oji-sama?
Miru, Renopyeon, and Rinachi, who you probably don't know. But yeah.
So my favorite members
Oh yeah, that.
before the transfers and the Canaans, my favorite member was Joe Eriko.
No, not Osaka Joe.
Not Joe
It's
Osaka
May.
Joe. But it was Joe Eriko, and then she left.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I am Oshilis. I'm Wonin for NMB. And then she came back, and I was like, yes, so glorious, Joe.
Thank you.
But I just think she's like super, super adorable and funny. Like she became my Oshi when I was watching Gaining, and like she
yeah.
got there. She's like has like I don't want to say stupid, but she has like that look on her face, like yeah, Joe, like it's like oh you're so cute.
Yeah.
So I always thought she was like just adorable and funny and kind of and goofy and stuff. So it was her, and then Yamamoto Sayaka, because it was fucking Yamamoto Sayaka. Like,
Yeah,
how do you
dude.
not?
I don't know who, like... The only people I can imagine not liking Sayaka are Miyuki Oshis.
I was gonna say, the only people I know that aren't Sayaka Oshis are Milky Oshis.
Because, man, I heard in
they're
Japan
too
they're
weak.
fierce, dude.
Yeah.
Milky Oshi?
No, like
The battle.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bat.
yeah.
What? Really?
It's Team Sayaka
Well, I guess
all
it's,
the way.
it's
Yo, dude, it's the new
among
Civil
the
War.
fans.
Alright,
'Cause
yeah.
I always saw...
Like, they don't even care, they're just sitting there like, this shit's funny.
Like, I
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like, they like each other.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
like, I always saw them, like, as a partnership. As
Right.
opposed to, like...
It's the rivalry.
As opposed to, like, Double Matsui, where it's an actual rivalry. Or, like,
Right.
at Maeda Atsuko and Oshima Yuko, where it's, like, an actual
Oh, yeah.
rivalry. Like, NMB's to top. It's
Yeah.
more like a partnership.
So Sayane, and then Ripopo.
Yeah.
JK.
Yeah, I really like JK. She's gorgeous.
I thought she was Chinese,
I don't really know much about her.
Yeah, she kind of...
Yeah, she could pass for Chinese.
which is kind of weird.
Well,
She just reminds
I
me
almost
of
say that because I feel like I'm being racist.
Oh.
She looks Chinese. Like, wait a minute, how can you tell?
Like, you know how
Oh.
she does those, like, psycho looks sometimes?
Yeah.
It just reminds me of Audition. Yeah. You seen that movie?
No.
you ever seen
No?
Audition? Oh, shit.
The dude who auditions a wife and she ends up mutilating him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Nishike.
It's a great movie.
That's why you like Keiichi.
But,
No, I just like...
no, I like her because I think she's gorgeous.
Mhm.
And
she
then
has those
I don't
looks
really know much
sometimes. And I'm
about
just like,
her
oh,
otherwise.
shit.
And then Fu, because she's like super cute. What up, Fu?
Do you like her? Do you like her humor?
I don't really know much about her. It
You
seems.
need to watch Gainen.
I know, I should
Her
start watching
humor is
Gainen.
like, oh my god.
I heard it's pretty good.
She's well, I don't know, because like she always defaults to the idol character, like blah blah blah, it's so cute. I like cotton candy and stuff. Or she used to be known for really liking ice cream. But then like sometimes she does like really funny stuff or like stuff that's related to like comedy, and you're like, damn, that's good. Like she should do more of that. And then she goes back to being idol, and then I'm just like, come on, man, you almost had it.
So close.
You got this.
Where's Milky in your NMB?
She used to be pretty high. I find her very attractive.
Of course, no
But-
one doesn't.
Her fishing annoys the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Like how so?
if she goes really hard for the hoop, I get like annoyed and I'm like, just stop. Like I know what you're doing, like just stop.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Um,
It's, to me, it always seems like natural.
Yeah, I
You
think
just like, you're just
I don't know if
naturally drawn to her. 'Cause
yeah, I think she
So
can.
you're just mad at yourself.
I guess I
basically.
don't know. No, I think the thing about her is I think she can do it really natural. Like she can get you where you don't even realize that she's fishing and you're just like, holy shit, just got fished kind of thing. But I think there are times where you can see her trying,
Yeah.
and on those times that's when it annoys me because like you know what you're trying to like I can see what you're trying to do, and I think everyone around can see now that you're just trying to fish, and
Yeah.
it makes it feel manipulative, which it is. It just makes it feel more manipulative. And I think I don't like it.
compared to a Suda Akari style, where she just
Or it's just fucking in your face, like 24/7, like motherfucking Darth Vader up in here, or like, or
I don't know which Darth Vader you've been on. She did not fish me.
she uses the Force, bro. Or like even opposed to Suzerain, who I don't really know. It's weird that she's a fisher because I don't really understand
She
her
was
style.
the original one before Mitsuki
Yeah.
started too. I feel
It's-
bad for her.
Because it's funny because her style of fishing is like so obvious, right? It's like almost one of those things like I'll be like how we always do like I'll suck your dick. Like it's like Suzerain should be like I'll suck your dick,
Yeah,
bro.
This
It's
cast
like-
got vulgar real
yeah,
fast.
it's so
Probably because it's almost over.
it's like so intense, but I like it more for that. And I probably just because I like Suzerain more than I like Milky. But yeah, I think Milky's really attractive. I think she can be really cute, but I think it only goes so far.
Is that all you know about her character though?
Yeah,
You
and
don't
like,
know about like how she's like super ballsy.
yeah,
Like how when she shows up on Variety, she'll like, well, for example, the last episode of Gaining 2, Sanma appeared, right? Sanma's like legendary comedian status,
I
right?
heard about that.
So she goes up to him, and she tries to make him bomb a joke just so she knows how to respond. Like you don't do that, man.
Yeah.
That's
That's like
Sama, what the...
right, but she did it, dude. She's got balls of steel. Stuff like that, I think, like often goes unnoticed because everyone's like, "Oh, she just fishes all the time," right?
Yeah.
But
Well,
then
see, that's the
she's-
thing. It's her character outshining what
Yeah,
she
yeah.
actually like
I mean, she's known for this, but it's not like something that's
talked about
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess
outside.
Japanese fans know
I
about
would
it,
say,
right?
okay,
I mean, like,
outside the NMB community, maybe.
no, I mean, still inside it, like inside Japanese NMB community.
No, that's what I
Like,
mean. That's not well known
Oh,
outside
yeah,
the
yeah.
NMB community
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Like her radio show, she's pretty ballsy too. Yeah, she's like, I think this, like, I'm not trying to convert you to Milky,
Right.
but like, oftentimes, for example, everyone's like, oh, she keeps fishing, blah, 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 but she also has like a lot of depth to her character that I think isn't really transmitted, I guess, to international fans.
Maybe. Like, I'm not saying I don't dislike her.
I'm just saying that like, there's a side of her.
Like, she's probably in my top 10 for NMB.
I'm just saying there's a side of her that like you may not have known about, which is kind of why I wanted to start this podcast.
Yeah.
There's things like that. I don't know why I told you that. Because we just hit the hour mark, so maybe I'm getting really tired.
Alright. Let's close it out.
Let's close it out then. So...
End all discussion. Shut it down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, we've pretty much been going around
Yeah.
in circles. We talk about, Oshimen in the beginning, we talk about Oshimen at the end.
Yes.
We didn't talk about Yuri turning 15, though, at the end. Anyway. But she's cool, I guess. I'd recommend checking her out. That doesn't sound right.
No.
You get to know her better.
Yeah.
Yeah, over drinks like cocoa.
You?
Yo.
The name beckons.
So how about me and you slip away and get some Ovaltine at Tasty Cafe?
Whoa.
Boba?
What was it I was gonna say with the boba?
Oh man.
Okay.
Alright, so that'll close out the podcast. We had a lot
Inside
of...
jokes that no one else knows.
So we had, I guess we had pretty interesting discussion, trying to bridge the gap between
Filthy casuals
and weird
purists.
weird hardcore. Man,
What is the...
I was trying to remember like the racists from Harry Potter.
Pureblood.
No, that's who they are. It's like the race. But like, didn't they have like a name for them?
The Death Eaters?
Like, isn't there a name for like their movie? Well, whatever. That's me. I'm Malfoy.
You're Malfoy? They're just like blood purists.
We're just filthy casuals.
Yeah, we're mudbloods.
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 So that's the end of our.
We're not Muggle born.
It's the end of our podcast. Let me end it, please.
Okay.
So where can they find you guys? And what do you guys? Well, we already talked about what you guys do. And who you
Yeah,
are.
check out our website, BSGSBKHTS.com. You can find archives, audio archives at least, of our show, as well as usually links to our YouTube when we do like reaction videos for PVs and stuff. Also, you can find my secondary podcast on there, Ongakumei, which is just purely music, and it's good music, so you should listen to it.
I'll put the links on the Tumblr
Thank you.
so you can check it out.
Yeah, our YouTube is also YouTube/BSGSBKHTS. You can follow us on Twitter at BSGSBKHTS.
I'll put all that stuff on.
He's
Tumblr.
at Boykun with 3 N's. I am at Tenkei WL Fry with the E on the end.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I keep saying like, oh, I'll put it on the Tumblr. And I think about my Tumblr and I have like a picture that took me 10 seconds to translate that got more likes than the actual podcast. So, all right, I don't know how effective it'll be in promoting you guys.
Watch us every Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific on our Ustream channel, which I don't know our URL for our Ustream channel.
Just follow us on Twitter.
You'll find out what it is.
Yeah, I'm actually on the show last week,
He is.
which is actually
Follow.
recorded today.
Go back in
Wait a
time.
minute.
I
What?
was gonna say I don't know when this is airing, so I don't know
It's
what
gonna be
say.
next Friday
Oh, okay.
or next Thursday night or whatever.
Yeah, so you won't be able. Oh, it's on Thursday night. You won't be able to watch us tomorrow because there's no show. Oh
Yeah.
well.
All right, this is Takoyaki Party. I'm Osaka Joe. I'm here with.
Tenkei.
And boy, Basugasubakuhatsu.
All right.
We got our name from Azumanga Daioh, which has an Osaka speaking character.
Yes. Her name is Osaka.
Yeah.
See you guys later.